What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on the New York Knicks and more specifically, Karl Anthony Towns, right? And I said this even at the beginning of the season, this basketball season, that if Karl Anthony Towns didn't come out and look like he was on a mission, then the New York Knicks wouldn't make, they wouldn't make it to the championship. And so far it's proven true, right? Even with a new coach and a new just a new team, almost a new team identity, I think that there was nothing that the Knicks could do to really motivate Karl Anthony Towns. I think it was more so, in my opinion, up to Karl Anthony Towns to to want to go further and to want to do better this year than he did last year. But at times this year, Karl Anthony Towns just seems excuse me, he just seems like he's unmotivated or uninterested, right? So even people try to place blame on Mike Brown, which I never accepted, because Karl Anthony Towns is he's been in the league long enough. He should be self-motivated, and he should have some type of pride and determination about him, that he wanted to do better. And so I think that if Karl Anthony Towns, if he can't get it done this year with New York, I think New York is going to move on from Karl Anthony Towns. Right. And so there was some discussion about Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks on the 520 podcast. And so what I want to do is I want to play the audio. Then I'm going to come back and give some more input on what I think about this season for the Knicks, moving forward for the Knicks and Karl Anthony Towns, and how I think they're going to do in the playoffs.
About it. Any concerns about the Knicks going to the playoffs? I mean, I know this is okay. See, they beat everybody, but you say you're not liking the way that they're looking right now. They're not looking at the same team even as last year.
Cat slow down a bit, man.
Cat can't even get no 15 points, bro.
Do you think he slowed down, or you think it's the way they're using him?
Both. I mean, Cat with 30 now.
Close. Yeah. He ain't aggressive enough.
Yeah, he got to be close to 30.
I mean, I feel like Cat is hooping, but like I think that trade stuff obviously bothered him, in my opinion. The usage rate's down.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like, they need Minnesota Cat.
This is
20.
This 12. Is no like this got to be Cat's usually 25 points a game.
Yeah,
like
20.
In my opinion, I feel like this is the last year you see Cat in the Knicks uniform.
And he's not playing bad.
No, hell no, he's not.
We just know
bad.
he's capable of more.
But Cat was literally a top 3 center. Like
absolutely, bro.
All right, so Jeff Teague said a Cat not playing bad, right? And that could be true to a certain extent. But like I said, if you want more, you have to do more. And he is not doing that. He is not the kind of player where he's going to be like, he's going to be able to strap this team on his back and get it done for them on a consistent basis. You can see that consistency more so from Brunson than you do Cat. But at times, man, if Cat is not happy with how much he's getting the ball, then he's not going to play motivated. He's not going to be inspired at all. And he's not the kind of player where you can depend on him to get you over the hump. I thought that in the East, where you had the Pacers, they had some injury problems. Then for a little while, you had the Celtics had some injury problems. The Cavaliers had kind of fell off a little bit, so I just thought that this was going to be a perfect opportunity for the Knicks to get it done. On top of having Cat being extra motivated because they fell short last year. But for some reason, Cat hasn't been able to get it done. As a matter of fact, he's not even playing up to the way he played last year. He's an older player, and so I agree with one of the commentators who said that they think that, this might be Cat's last year in a uniform, in a Knicks uniform. So if and rightfully so, like if I'm the Knicks, if I'm his teammates, and if you counting on him to up his game and to play, not even just up his game, but to play more intelligent than what he played, stop shooting and relying on all those jumpers. I remember when I heard Cat said that he was the best, the 3-point shooter at the center position, right? And I'm like, that's, in my opinion, that's not anything to brag about, because that shooting those 3-pointers for a big guy, especially a big guy, makes you less aggressive. And, Cat has a reputation for not going hard and not being aggressive, he wanting to settle for that 3-pointer. So I just knew that if Cat didn't come in this season extra motivated and inspired, that, the Knicks wasn't going to be able to come out of this East. And so it's looking that way. Cat might end up playing, in Charlotte or DC or somewhere, they might send him to Sacramento, but I just don't think that next season Cat Williams is going to be in a Knicks uniform. So let me play some more of some comments from the 520 and then come back and give some more of my input.
Hey, you actually right. It was him, Embiid, Jokic.
Yeah, it was them three.
Yeah. Now it's like you could throw some other people. Now he done moved himself to like where Bam. And no disrespect to Bam, he's a good player too. But
he's
like
on like Shagun.
Yeah,
Bam,
like you'd be like Bam, Shagun,
Mobley.
Yeah, he in that.
Because last year he averaged 25, basically 24. Yeah,
it's like
Jalen Duren.
No, they say he fell off, and he's like with Bam, right? Bam Adebayo. I would have always, in my opinion, picked Bam Adebayo over Karl Anthony Towns. And just because of the way, like, Bam has always been aggressive. Bam always play with heart and give you everything he got. As a matter of fact, I think that if you take Karl Anthony Towns off of the Knicks and replace him with Bam, I think they do better, because Bam plays defense and Bam can score, right? But the Knicks have other guys on there that can score too. So I think Bam would have helped them out. He played better defense, and like I say, he's going to score too. He don't score as well as Karl Anthony Towns, but Bam is just more aggressive, and he's going to rebound, give you second chance shots and stuff like that. So I would have preferred even the guy Şengün in Houston. I like him because he plays hard, at both ends, but not Karl Anthony Towns, man. I was never impressed with him. Even when he was with the Timberwolves, I wasn't impressed with him. I couldn't understand why the Knicks even brought him over to, and got rid of Randall. I just couldn't understand that.
We know Cat should be 25 and 10.
Yeah. Like when Cat, like that 2018, 2019 to like 2022, man, Cat, I was like, damn, it's hey, Cat, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now I feel like, and he's still killing. He's still a quality player. He's still an all-star.
Just don't look the same, and it don't feel the same.
So I wonder what his attempts. Is there any difference between this year and last, or is it a vast enough difference to even make that point?
He rebounding better, but I mean, he not. He rebounded better last year.
On a decline.
He shot the ball better.
Shooting basically like 3 more shots a game.
You gotta blow him up.
His 3 lower. He was 52 and 42 from the field last year. God damn, he hooped last year.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that 25 and it looked crazy last year.
The minutes is down from 35 to 30.
Look, and remember, Charles Barkley even said about Karl Anthony Towns that he just don't play smart. He had Karl Anthony Towns is a player who can have a height advantage and will still shoot a 3-pointer. He could have a height advantage, a weight advantage, and still would take you out to the 3-point line and shoot a 3-pointer. So, I mean, I could never, I couldn't see why a coach would invest or try to put themselves in a situation where you have to depend on a guy like Karl Anthony Towns, man. I just wouldn't do it. That's why I say I would take, in my opinion, I just would take Bam Adebayo over Karl Anthony Towns. You know, somebody who shows up from time to time. Bam Adebayo, at least you know what you're going to get from him, you know, and then you can just build around that. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.